Hello, and welcome to my demo of the Elephant Room. My name is Jeremiah Bell, and this is my application. So what you're looking at right here is the splash page, and this is basically where you're routed to if you log in or are registered as a new user. It shows you a little image link URL that you have. You pull from the internet, and it shows you some metrics about yourself. These are all just drop downs that are shown, when you create a new user. And it kind of leads you down here to where a statement is given to you, which is think of categories as your room and topics as the elephants in them you want to discuss. So the Elephant Room is an application that is designed to give people the option and the ability to, kind of drive discussion in a more meaningful way by allowing users to create their own categories, fill it with topics of discussion, and then to fill those topics of discussion with links and resources or stories and experiences that kind of back up their position on them and, kind of give a talking point and a place to go from instead of, just talking back and forth without any kind of real guidance or framework. So initially, you'll go in and you'll create a category of any kind you want. You can name it anything, and we just so happen to have some filler data. Um, and we can add that on there. We can just stick in anything, and the URL path will be there. And as you go down, you can see that we created this kind of new category. Brian gives you that, and you can edit that category if you want to. If you go to a list of categories, it shows you your category, and then it shows you topic cards underneath those categories containing the information that you've given those topics. And so this is a topic on unicorns. This is our in opinions. And then there's a thing on biohazard. Ooh, that looks like something that's going on. And so you can see in biohazard, there's a little image. And so we read the title, which is cleaning duties in the kitchen. Okay. And the topic description of this picture of me is last month, Tom. Ooh, sounds like something going on. We have to discuss what's happening. And that thing you call it Tupperware. Oh, okay, so it looks like Tom's got some really weird Tupperware. The person is not a proponent of this thing. They are unhappy about it. This is not a free resource. This is not a citable source either. But it does have an image link, though. So, or not an image link, but a resource link. And so we click the details page. We can get a better understanding of it. We can see a full view of what's going on here. Everyone should help with cleaning is their stance on this topic, and they have a resource URL that they're displaying to us. So, you know, that topic right there, and when you see these, you can see a list of topics here. When you're in your category list and everything like that, let's say, you want to discuss this topic, and you're in your categories and someone starts discussing it with you or you decide an appropriate time, then what you can do is you can come down here and you can actually click on that link and it'll route you directly to your resource link. So now discussion can be, kind of move forward. It can be debated in a more reasonable manner, and you can discuss the resource that you have that leads you to this opinion instead of just the opinion itself or the character of the person, which is so often devolves to ad hominem attacks and stuff like that when people disagree. And so that's kind of what the elephant room is here to facilitate. So you can create these topics and everything like that, and you can go into the details of any topic that you have. Decide you don't want it, you can delete it. You know what I mean? You can just get rid of it. So you can see that delete there, delete that topic, if there's nothing there anymore. And then you can go into any of your categories. Categories are clickable here. You can also see, little images that you've made for that, the title, the username of the person who is creating the topic, your username, and the category description itself. And you say, well, I don't really like that anymore. Um, so you can just delete it as well if you wanted to. Your profile page is also a clickable resource. You can come in here and you can decide that you want to edit your profile, certain fields anyway that we provided for the user. And that's basically my application. So the elephant room. If you have an elephant in your room that's a really big one, you can discuss something like politics or morals or ethics. And if it's really small, then you can discuss something like, the state of the kitchen Tupperware. And anything and everything is kind of allowed when it comes to the elephant room. It's just whatever elephant in the room you want to discuss, you can get a link or a resource about it when you're thinking about it and doing research on it and talk about it later. It could be anything. And I think that good, solid, facilitated discussion is a way to get over the problem of social media sometimes, where anonymousness or being an anonymous user can lead us to unhelpful dialogues and less than desirable interactions with individuals. So I think this application could facilitate a person-to-person discussion, give resources on opinions for people, and give people some context on how other people feel. And I think that's a very important thing this time, especially coming together during the pandemic. Thank you for reviewing my application. I hope you enjoyed my demo of the elephant room.